Hello and welcome to CNT News, our top stories. Federal government warns Peter Obi against fanning insurrection. Federal government admits INEC deliberately halted its initial plan to transmit the presidential election results electronically. Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi alleges he is under pressure to leave the country. And on the foreign scene, former US President Donald Trump has been arrested in police custody ahead of his upcoming arraignment. And now the news in detail. I am Kasmer Ozu. Nigeria's federal government has finally admitted that the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC deliberately halted its initial plan to transmit the February 25 presidential election results electronically. You may recall that the refusal of the electoral umpire to upload the election results had triggered controversy surrounding the outcome of the poll. Speaking on the matter, the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, stated that the move by the INEC to suspend the uploading of results followed fear of cyber attack. Mohammed disclosed this while speaking with some international media organizations in Washington, D.C. He said the electoral body withheld the uploading of results to protect the integrity of data. The minister said what happened on the 25th of February 2023 was that INEC observed that the results of the presidential elections were not being viewed. INEC suspected a cyber attack, withheld the uploading of the results to preserve the integrity of the data. It immediately proceeded to float an alternative platform while asking its technicians to investigate what happened to its original portal. Similarly, the federal government has admonished the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, from inciting people to violence over the outcome of the presidential elections. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, gave the admonition in Washington, D.C. during his official engagement with some international media organizations and think tanks on the just concluded 2023 polls. During the respective interactions with the media organizations, the minister said it was wrong for Obi in one breath to seek redress in court over the outcome of the polls, and on another breath inciting people to violence. He said Obi and his vice Dati Ahmed cannot be threatening Nigerians that if the president-elect Bola Tinubu of the All Progressives Congress (APC) is sworn in on May 29, it will be the end of democracy in Nigeria. Lai said Obi cannot be inviting insurrection and it is treason. He said Obi's statement is that of a desperate person and not that of a Democrat that he claimed to be. A Democrat should not believe in democracy only when he wins election. Still staying on this matter, a lot of people and groups have called out the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed. He was heavily criticized due to his speech at an event in Washington, D.C., where he called out the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi, describing him as undemocratic and inciting insurrection, which is treasonable. The Apex Yoruba socio-cultural group Afenifere has tackled Lai Mohammed, the Minister of Information and Culture, over his stance that the 2023 general election was credible. Afenifere, in a statement issued by its Secretary General Shola Ebisheni, stated that the minister was not sincere in his claims. The group maintained that Lai Mohammed's plan to give credibility to the elections failed, particularly given that those he met with in the United States of America were aware of all that happened on February 25 and March 18, 2023. Also calling the minister out is the presidential candidate of the African Action Congress (AAC), Omoyole Sowore, has accused the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, of harassing and fighting the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi. Sowore said Mohammed was fighting Obi because he is a wimp with zero ability to fight a revolutionary struggle. In a series of tweets, Sowore wrote while reacting to Mohammed's claim of Obi committing treason. Mohammed had said it was treason for Obi to incite people to violence following the outcome of the presidential elections. However, Sowore said Mohammed's allegation was a hoax and fallacy taken too far, and that they are harassing Peter Obi and his vice Dati Ahmed with these tactics because they know they are wimps with zero ability to fight a revolutionary struggle because they have been partners in crime since 1999. Meanwhile, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party at the just concluded presidential election, Peter Obi, has claimed that he is under pressure to leave Nigeria. Obi, in a statement on Wednesday night, slammed the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC) and some government agencies, accusing them of propaganda. The former Anambra State governor also insisted the viral audio of him and Bishop Oyedepo of the Winners' Chapel is fake. He wrote, "The present attempt by the APC as a party and the APC-led government through some government officials and agencies to divert our attention from our blatantly stolen mandate is unfortunate and sad. These have come and continue to manifest in different ways, such as the malicious accusation of the Minister of Information, Lai Mohammed, the circulation of a fake doctored audio call, and a pressure on me to leave the country. Let me reiterate that the audio call being circulated is fake, and at no time throughout the campaign and now did I ever say, think, or even imply that the 2023 election is or was a religious war." Now on the foreign scene, the former US President Donald Trump has been arrested on Tuesday and in police custody ahead of his upcoming arraignment. Trump faces charges over hush money payments made to a porn actress just ahead of the 2016 presidential election. This is the first time in history that a former American president is facing criminal charges. Trump did not wear handcuffs, but will have his fingerprints taken. It is unclear whether his mugshot will be taken. On Monday, a judge had ruled to bar news outlets from broadcasting the arraignment. However, details of the charges are expected to be revealed in the coming hours. Trump is expected to face more than 30 count charges related to business fraud as part of a probe into the $130 payment to Stormy Daniels, the porn actress, in an attempt to buy her silence over an alleged affair. And in sports, Alexander Sheffirin has been re-elected as the UEFA president until 2027. Alexander Sheffirin was re-elected unopposed for a third term of 4 years as president of UEFA at a meeting of European football's governing body in Lisbon on Wednesday. The 55-year-old Slovenian lawyer was first elected in 2016 following the downfall of Frenchman Michel Platini, will now remain in the role until 2027. The UEFA Congress came just a few weeks after Gianni Infantino was re-elected as president of the sports world governing body FIFA, also unopposed. Sheffirin recently successfully opposed proposals by Infantino to hold the World Cup every 2 years, and his re-election by acclamation comes after he also fought off the breakaway European Super League project during his second term. And that's it on CNT News, but before we go, let's take a look at the major stories. We told you that federal government warns Peter Obi against fanning insurrection. Federal government admits INEC deliberately halted its initial plan to transmit the presidential election results electronically. Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi alleges he is under pressure to leave the country. And on the foreign scene, former US President Donald Trump has been arrested in police custody ahead of his upcoming arraignment. Remember, character is not a commodity that can be purchased. It is built by the decisions you permanently chisel on your heart. Strive for a reputation that will cause people to say he means what he says. And that's it, but do not forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. I am Kasmer Ozuribo. Have a lovely day.